Okay. We're gonna do something real quick just to see if this is working. If you can hear me. Let's see. We got a viewer. It might be just myself. I don't know. I haven't asked Daria to tune in. Maybe I'll do that real quick. I'll be right back and then we'll get started. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Let me... there we go. Yeah, alright. Hello, everyone. It is I, Therigwin, the Otaku Gen Xer, coming to you live. That's right, live! Can you believe it? I'm live! Woohoo! But my arms are broken, so, there will be no hand waving tonight. I'm sorry. We'll get that figured out for the next stream. But it looks like I got 3 of you. Woohoo! That is so awesome. I'm so excited. So I'm really hoping that my setup actually can succeed and we can have some fun tonight. I'm trying to monitor it. And it's like, oh, hey, yeah, boom. But, hey, that's all right. I might be slightly delayed with chat, but, hey, we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to learn a little about this crazy guy here that's sitting in this chair doing all sorts of fun stuff. So let's transition. And I hope I transition to the right thing, because I don't remember which one it is. I believe it's this one. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We've got a very pretty presentation here. Therigwin, the story of a seasoned gentleman VTuber. So, let's get into our wonderful presentation, where you learn about me. Who is this gorgeous foxy VTuber? Because literally, I'm a fox. I'm a fox spirit. So yeah, who is Therigwin? Well, let's find out. I am a magical creation of the technician. Now, who's the technician? The technician shall remain a mystery. Yes, he shall. But we'll learn a little bit more about this. So, the technician created me back in 1989 when a game called Heroes Quest from Sierra Online came out, and he wanted to play it, and he had to create a hero, and he decided to name that hero Therigwin. Why the name Therigwin? Well, because he loved King Arthur legends at the time. He was reading through some Arthur books, and he loved, Guinevere, even though that, she was kind of a, that type of girl, you know what I mean, unfaithful. But he was like, let's see, how can we combine this? And it's like, well, there is Gwyn, Therigwin, and so basically it's kind of like a masculine version of Guinevere in his head. But Therigwin was then born a hero, and he continued to grow into the default name for everything that the technician decided to do. Well, let's get into more lore later on. I hope to someday be able to have a nice, cute little happy story like you see with all the other VTubers, but that's basically where the name Therigwin came from. So remember, it's not Therigwin, it's Therigwin, because it's there is Gwyn. Got it? Okay. Alright. Oops. Wrong button. I pushed the wrong button. I'm a dork. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at that handsome picture there. So, this wonderful VTuber model was created in Vroid Studio using free assets from both Booth and the technician's imagination. So, he got these ears from Booth, and then he figured out how to do the beard and the mustache, because nobody else had really done a wonderful beard and mustache. And then he slowly learned from Agami Witch and Fia from the virtual reality show and a few others on how to tweak his Vroid, and he used GIMP to make his sweatshirt and all that fun stuff. Right now, the VTuber, the technician, controlling this VTuber Therigwin, is being controlled by the program Luppet. And what's really nice is Luppet has now added iPhone facial tracking, which is kind of cool, which makes this a whole lot better because the technician is a perfectionist. That's kind of why he's not using his hands right now, because he'd be knocking everything. But you may have watched some of his videos, and in those videos he uses VirtualCast. So our current setup today has multiple monitors, capture cards, computer devices like his Mac and an eGPU and a Windows PC and his iPad and iPhone and occasionally his PS4. Now, here is a very important thing, and that is the technician is Therigwin, and Therigwin is the technician, but they're also not the same. So it's an odd symbiotic relationship. Moving on to our next slide. Okay, so if you recall from my Say What videos, you'll know that a Gen Xer was born in the 60s and 70s and is that forgotten generation. Those born in the 80s are considered 80s and mid 90s are considered millennials, and then you have Generation Z after that, etc. So, if Therigwin was created in 89, how can he be a Gen Xer? That kind of messes up his whole Therigwin, the Otaku Gen Xer name. Well, that's because he's got the technician's memories, remember? The technician is a Gen Xer. And the technician is Therigwin, and Therigwin is the technician, but they're not the same. So, is Therigwin single? I'm sorry, all you gals out there, but this wonderful hunk of awesome is married to a wonderful girl named Daria. She's trapped in the world of Warcraft, the daughter of Ravenhold. But does Therigwin and Daria have any kids? Nope, they never had any kids. But the technician, wow, he has 4 boys. So, that's kind of cool. Moving on. So far, I started out for Quest for Glory. And then I became a D&D priest and a cleric. And then a D&D paladin. And then I found this thing called World of Warcraft. Or World of Warcrack. And I was a priest for a whole 1 day. Until Daria took over that account. And I was reborn as a paladin, my true calling. An awesome, sweet paladin. Woohoo! And then eventually, we became the leaders of this great guild called Eternity Matters. I don't know if it still exists in World of Warcraft, but it was a very fun and wonderful time. The technician wrote some fan fictions about me. I don't think those exist anywhere anymore. It's kind of sad. Sad. Hey, I wonder if my controls for facial expressions still work in Lumpet. Yeah, they do. Oh, wow. Oh, wrong button. Oh my gosh, you don't see that? Oh no! Oh no! What did I do? Oops. Boom! There we go. Ha 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 ha. You didn't see that. No technical issues here. Okay. So, basically, Therigwin became the online presence for the technician, and then eventually the technician kind of had a midlife crisis of wanting to do something creative, even though he has 4 wonderful boys and things like that. And so he started this whole VTuber thing, and that's how Therigwin, the seasoned gentleman, this foxy guy, got created. Okay. Now, since I've got this platform, there's some things that I just want to let people know. 1, God/Jesus loves you. Or as they said in Veggie Tales, God made you special and he loves you very, very much. Yeah. If you ever want to talk about God and religion and things, I don't mind. I'll talk about it. You may think I'm a little crazy, but that's because I am crazy. But hey, you believe what you believe. I'm not going to really preach at you because, you don't need to. You didn't come here for preaching. You came here for fun anime and manga and gaming content. And hopefully to be entertained. So, other causes is I want people to be aware about autism. The technician has 4 boys. They're all on the autism spectrum. It makes things crazy for the technician and his wife. Tell you what, but hey, that's because then we just want you to be aware of special education and reaching into your community and your schools just really will help out if you're facing any of those things. If you're a new parent and you find out your kid has autism, it's not the end of the world. It's far from it. It's the start of an excellent, incredible journey. You just need to get the help and supports. Last, trade schools. The technician himself used to be part of a board for alternative schools, and so he wants to, express you don't have to go to college. You youngsters out there that are watching anime and things like that, because heck, you don't know what you want to do. Take 1 or 2 classes. I know the schools and your parents are pushing you to, do whatever, but don't get a degree in something that's useless, that's not going to help you out in the future. So, think about trade schools. Electricians are a dying breed. Repairmen for HVAC and plumbers and things like that, they're all needed, especially since all the good ones are retiring. You know how hard it is to get a plumber to fix your plumbing in the middle of the night? It's like near impossible depending on where you live. So, yeah, trade schools. Okay. Here are some fun anime facts about Therigwin. I love all types of anime. Be it shonen, or seinen, or shoujo, or I forget what they call the adult female ones. And I even made a video about that the other day. I should rewatch my own content. Speaking of that, you guys should check out some of my videos. When the stream is over, you might find something fun or whatnot. My number one video is this one called 5 Romance Anime on Netflix. So I might have a section of love advice from a Gen Xer who's been married. Yeah, the technician's been married 25 years this May. Yeah, with 4 boys that are on the autism spectrum. That's a miracle, guys. That is a miracle, if you know what I mean. Okay. The first anime that the technician, aka Therigwin, because we're one and the same, and we're the same in the one, but we're different, remembers his All-Star Blazers. Or I think it was like Spaceship Yamato. You know, they flew around. And then after that, the one I really remember the plot from was Robotech or Macross. Robotech was this, great show in the 80s. Where they took 3 animes and mixed and mashed them together. My favorite anime right now, though, is Sword Art Online. Don't hate me, people. There's a good reason for it. We were just getting done, or we were in the peak of playing World of Warcraft. We no longer play, but we were in the peak of playing World of Warcraft, and Sword Art Online came out, and this was like, oh my goodness, this Kirito and Asuna are like Therigwin and Daria in World of Warcraft, and that's pretty cool and sweet and awesome and like, wow. So that's why that one kind of, some seasons are good, some seasons are bad. Mother Rosaria arc is the best arc. The latest arc was okay. The movie was all right. There's some good romantic bits between Kirito and Asuna. Asuna wins best waifu hands down from all anime because of what she sacrificed for her man. You do not see that in any other anime. I'll fight you on it. I love anime songs. And so one of the anime songs. I own Sword Art Online soundtrack. I own the Promare soundtrack. I own all sorts of other things through Apple Music. An Apple Music subscription is awesome. You basically, while you're watching your anime, you hit the Shazam button. Shazam's pretty cool. But Shazam, if you have it on your iPhone, links up and will go like, hey, boom, and add it to your Apple Music. And if you have the Apple Music subscription, then boom, and then, so I've got a playlist of over 8 hours of anime music. So I can make a nice, big, long 8-hour drive and not hear anything else. And that's the end of my presentation. But it's just the beginning. It's not really an end. So, let's switch back over to my office. Whoosh. Haha. Here we are in my virtual office. And as you can see, I got my Sword Art Online stuff all over the place and whatnot. So this was kind of just like a introduction. I know I'm not going to have very many viewers starting off, if any. But next week, the technician's busy, so we're going to probably have a pre-recorded video like we normally do. So that'll be kind of fun. But the following week, the first weekend in March, I'm really hoping that we can do an unboxing of the Otaku Box live on stream. If that's not possible, we'll play a game. We'll play something like I've been trying to go through Code Vein. It's a really fun game. We might play that. Oh, I know. If you guys are interested, I believe I should have the collector's edition of the new Neptune game, which includes my good friends VTubers. It includes the HoloLive VTubers and a few others of them. It's like, oh my gosh, if they only could have gotten VShojo in there, man, because I swear Melody could be Neptune's little sister or big sister or whatever. They're both adorkably adorks and whatnot. So let's see. I think we're gonna wrap things up. Let's see, how long have we been streaming for? I don't know. What time is it anyway? It's, oh my gosh, I can't find the clock anywhere I look. Alright, so we've been streaming about 20 minutes. We're gonna just, there's really, oh, we got another viewer. Maybe I won't wrap things up. We're up to 2 viewers, folks. So, taking requests, type in chat. I'll do a voice impersonation that's really poor of whoever you say to do a voice interpretation of. And now it's 0 viewers. I'm kind of sad. Oh well. It is what it is. So, anyway, as you can see, I've got a Twitter, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got a website. I've also got the Streamlabs website if you want to donate at any point in time. It's much more cooler if you donate. Well, we are live. Wahaha. Anyway, I'm Therigwin, the Otaku Gen Xer, a seasoned gentleman who's a VTuber, wishing you a great last week of February. Go get them, guys. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.